Good evening. Dallas police have learned a little more about what happened to Zoe Hastings after she left home for a short trip to church 9 days ago. Good evening. I'm Steve Eager. It's 9 o'clock.
Hello, everybody. I'm Heather Hayes. New evidence points to a man in the parking lot of a Lake Highlands Walgreens where the 18-year-old made a quick stop in her family's white minivan.
The next morning, her body was found next to the van that had crashed into a creek. First on Fox 4 tonight, Richard Ray at the Dallas Police Department with more on these new clues. Richard.
Good evening, Steve and Heather. Not a lot more to go on, as you said, tonight for police, but they are looking for one more witness, and they think that home security video might help them solve this murder mystery.
A makeshift memorial grows at the crime scene where 18-year-old Zoe Hastings was found dead next to her white minivan. How she got here, what happened after she left for an early evening meeting at church 2 Sundays ago, just a little clearer now.
The sequence of events that detectives are putting together begins here, 4:30 in the afternoon, Sunday, October 11th, when Zoe Hastings dropped off a movie at this red box and then returned to her white Honda Odyssey.
We've been given information by a witness who describes seeing a black male, approximately 5'10", 170 pounds, with a bushy afro-styled hairdo, speaking to a blonde woman in a white minivan at the Walgreens at 9937 Garland Road around the time immediately prior to when we believe that Miss Hastings disappeared.
The witness describes the man getting in the driver's seat, the woman moving over to the passenger seat.
Police now believe that not far away and just a few minutes later, Zoe Hastings' minivan, now with 2 people inside, collided with this speed limit sign on Peavy at Newcomb.
We are aware of a female that likely witnessed that collision, and we would like to locate her and anyone else that may have witnessed that collision.
John Sexton and his wife live directly across the street from the now flattened sign. In a sad irony, they are friends with and in daily contact with the Hastings family.
To know that this was one of the parts of the investigation right across the street is very, very disturbing for our family. We're just all sending our prayers on, hoping that they can find some peace and comfort in family and friends now.
The Walgreens, the collision site where Zoe's body was found, all within a relatively small area of Lake Highlands. Police have been canvassing the area, and so have volunteers. In a search, the department helped to coordinate.
If you have a home security system that records video, we'd ask that you take the time to go and review any video that you might have for the time between 4:30 and 5 o'clock on October the 11th.
Oh, everybody's worried. Everybody's scared to death. I mean, it shut us all down.
It's a request that neighbors have taken to heart.
So we'll look at our cameras, and our neighbors have cameras too. So we'll look and see if we can't find any clue or that car going by.
The Hastings family released a statement tonight. It reads in part, "We are grateful that DPD has some leads that encourages people in the mapped area to take action on that video," and concludes, "Our greatest fear is that some other family will suffer if this man is not apprehended." Steve?
All right, Richard, tell us a little more about, I guess, the request for video. Are there addresses? Are there boundaries where they want homeowners to check for surveillance cameras? What are we talking about?
I think it's important that anyone in that whole Lake Highland area, anywhere near the Walgreens or the collision site or where her body was found, anywhere in that area, check your cameras for that time frame between 4:30 and 5 o'clock, because the route that the minivan took really is not clear. In fact, I think it's important to note that when it ran over the sign, it was headed back to the Walgreens. So I think anything in that area, if you've got a video camera, check it. See if you see a white minivan going down the street that time period, and then please do contact police.
All right, October 11th, that'd be a week ago Sunday between 4:30 and 5. All right, Richard Ray, thanks.